Okay, seems like everyone's got one of these styles of chair at home. They're the gas lift chairs. They come with slightly different tops on them, but they all have the same principle. It's like a pedestal, a chair sitting on top, and some of them have a chrome base, which unfortunately in some circumstances ends up looking ugly, rusted and completely unsightly. So what we're going to do today, we're going to show you how you can do this, how you can fix this. And the way how we're going to do it is we're going to show you that even a kid can fix it.
First thing, you take the protective base off. You pull it inwards. Okay, so you pull it inwards.
Like that.
First, second, sand all of the rust off. Don't forget to sand as much as possible. Sand all of the rust off the base. This is the dirty part.
Is that fun?
Yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah? It's quite fun, is it?
Well, you need to put some pressure on it. Clean it. Well, wipe it with a wet towel or paper towel.
Okay, now we're going to wipe it down with a bit of metho. Make sure you give the shaft a little bit of a wipe as well, because we're going to put some masking tape on there. Nearly ready for painting. Okay, now we're going to just mask up a little bit, because there's not going to be a lot of overspray, but we just need to mask up a couple of centimetres up this shaft. Let's try and keep it all nice and clean. Missing a few bits there. That should be enough. We're ready to spray.
Don't forget to shake the paint properly.
Okay, first coat we're going to put on is we're going to put on an etch primer. And the second coat that we're going to use, we're just going to use a black paint. Today I've actually got a wheel paint that we've once used doing the wheels on our car. And it's a leftover, it's black paint. It's kind of like a semi-sheen, semi-gloss, and it's certainly going to do the job. Okay, first thing we're going to do is going to put a layer of the etch primer underneath. Make sure you get the edges. And we're going to just let that dry for a little bit. Couple of minutes to dry. It dries very quickly. We're only going to do one coat of black on the bottom. Because it's the bottom, we're not too worried about any overspray or how good it looks. Okay, we've got our base back on. Now we're going to turn it up the right way and paint the top. Okay, my son's on the camera, because we don't want to get any paint runs in this.
Hello.
So give it a good go with the etch primer.
Edge primer.
You want to get a pretty good coverage of this. Make sure you get the edges.
Get the edges. Jasper's coming. Go back in. Go back in.
Nearly done. This etch primer dries very, very quickly.
Yep, okay.
It's almost dry enough to paint the moment you get it on.
Ooh, that's cool. Dry, okay?
Okay, we've got some pretty good coverage on there. It's just an undercoat, it's an etch primer.
It dries quickly.
Dries nice and quick.
Nice.
Okay, now we're going to apply the top coat. As I say, we're using a so like semi-gloss wheel paint to do this one. Get your edges.
Again. This one doesn't dry as quick as the edge primer, but it does dry quick.
Okay, we're touch dry now. So we're going to put a second coat on. This one we want to make sure we've got really nice coverage, because this is going to be the show coat. Be careful of putting on too much painting on it, because you might get runs. And while it's just the base of the fruit seat, you don't really want to get runs. Look at the shadows on the paint, the shine on it to see how much you've got on, and get just enough on so that it's just shining.
When I can get close, after he's finished this, we can get a little bit close. Okay, look at that. Nice and black.
Okay, now 2 top coats, and we've got quite a nice finish on the base of our chair. This is actually going to be a lot easier to keep clean than the steel, the chrome that was on there before.
It's touch dry.
There's a little hint. Make sure that when you do this, I mean, we have chosen to do this in the shade, but there is sun. If you do it where there is no sun, you might get a little bit of chill in your paint that'll turn your paint white. You can choose any colour paint you want. We've chosen the black for the simple reason that we had it in the shed. And nice close look. Not sure if that's focusing nicely, but
It's
you know, I've got a nice finish on there. Now all we're going to do is we're going to take the tape off and give you a good look back where we were, where we started.
Now you have a very old gas lift chair that looks brand new. Don't you think it's nice?